Today, we're going to talk about the key principles that the most successful people on the planet use to achieve financial prosperity and happiness. We've gathered for you tips, strategies, and life hacks that will help you not just earn more, but live happily, enjoying every day. We'll talk to financial experts, psychologists, and even famous entrepreneurs to bring you the most valuable and proven information possible. So subscribe to our channel, give us likes, and don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss new videos. So here we go. 1. Prioritize what keeps you up at night. Financial advisor and wealth author Susie Orman believes that everything matters when it comes to economic security. Building an emergency fund, paying off debt, investing. That said, a person has to start somewhere, and the complexity of the choices makes it hard to decide. The most important step you can take is to forget that list and focus on just one element. What financial issue keeps you up at night? What issue would make you feel smarter, stronger, and safer? Orman advises that when making a decision, drop the self-editing, family desires, and answer the question as honestly as possible. This won't be selfish, as it will allow you to minimize stress, become stronger, and act effectively, including in the best interest of your family. 2. Make money work for you. Entrepreneur, investor, and author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, argues that wealth does not depend directly on earning money. Financial success is not related to what your salary is, but to how much money you manage not to spend and how effectively you manage it. The poor and middle class make money work for money. The rich make money work for themselves. When you work for money, you put yourself at the mercy of your employer. When your money works for you, you hold the power in your hands. Kiyosaki points out that poor and rich people manage money differently. The former invest in things that only pull finances from them, houses, cars, and the like. The latter invest in business, stocks, and prefer to receive income not in a fixed wage for hours, but depending on their own achievements. 3. Don't expect to get rich one day. Financial expert Dave Ramsey is known as a debt fighter. He has been urging readers of his books for years to stop buying unnecessary things, to save an honest portion of their earnings, and to exercise financial discipline. You're running a marathon, not a sprint. Make long-term plans and make adjustments to them as you progress. According to him, 80% of success is made up of daily habits and attitudes that you need to change if you want to get richer. For example, give up buying a new car if it will take more money to maintain, or not buying the latest phone model if you have a penultimate one. 4. Set aside a tenth of your earnings. Entrepreneur George Samuel Clayson published a book called The Richest Man in Babylon in 1926. In it, he didn't just give advice on how to become wealthier. He used the arguments of ancient merchants and moneylenders, written on clay tablets found in the Middle Kingdom. This advice has worked for centuries. Plan your budget so that you have enough money for necessities, pleasures, and worthy desires, but your expenses do not exceed 9/10 of your income. I can tell you that human desires grow as fast as weeds grow in a field. We have a great number of desires, but we cannot satisfy all of them. Some say that those who earn a lot can save money, but even a huge paycheck can go to waste. The wisdom of Clayson and the Babylonians is that 1/10 of income is untouchable. That's what makes the wallet get heavy. It also works for any size paycheck. 5. Work on your values to save more effectively. David Bach, author of Millionaire is Automatic, advises working not only on cutting expenses, but also on understanding where your money goes. According to him, this is what can prevent you from saving. There is a huge gap between what people value and what they spend money on. You need to see clearly what your value is and make sure you are spending and investing in line with it. Bach coined the term latte factor. He uses it to demonstrate how small expenses like a cup of coffee can put you further away from saving up for purchases or investments that could be really valuable to you. 6. Pay off your debts because they are dragging you down. Financial advisor and author Carl Richards told a story in one of his books about a friend who paid for a tent with a credit card. He ended up paying enough for a down payment on a mortgage, including interest. Richards notes that many people are slow to pay off debt, believing it's better to make the money work, but it isn't. Debt is not easy to work with because it can be evidence of mistakes and people don't want to go back to it. But you need to pull yourself together and get it over with. 7. Remember that money is not an end, but a means. Author and self-development expert Laura Vanderkam usually writes not about finances, but about working on yourself. But these topics happen to be directly related. In her opinion, people focus too much on money without thinking why they need it, whether it can make them happier. If you had all the money in the world, what would you change about your life? Vanderkam talked to people who managed to change their lives even though they didn't have a huge fortune. and came to the conclusion that spending money means making a choice. You're giving it away for one thing and saving it for something else at the same time. So you have to decide, a new bag or a ticket, to visit a friend, a vacation, or a smartphone. To figure out what will make you happy, think about what you would do if you had all the money in the world. You might be perfectly content with less. Well, friends, that concludes our issue today. We've covered many valuable strategies and approaches to help you become financially happy. And remember, financial happiness isn't just about money. It's also about how you allocate your resources, time, and energy to live a fulfilling and happy life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell so you don't miss the next episodes. Also, leave your comments and questions. We will answer them for sure.